Venkaiah Naidu garu, and the Honorable Minister of MOPNG, Sri Hardeep Singh Puri ji, and Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh State, Sri Jagannath Reddy garu, the Honorable Minister of State for MOPNG, Sri Rameshwar Teli ji, Chief Secretary Sri Samir Sharma ji, then Director of IIT Kharagpur, who had nominated a 4-member team under single point of contact for Sudarshan Yogi along with Devashish Dev, Somnath Ganguly and Sirshendra Dey to help us and mentor us. And the present Director Professor V.K. Tiwari, who had nominated the Professor Maikop as the present single point of contact. These are all helping us. The Honorable Vice Chancellors of Andhra University, from Mr. Narayana, in charge Vice Chancellor, to Professor Nageswara garu, and the present Vice Chancellor, Sri PVGD Prasad Reddy garu, are extending total support to IIPE whenever and wherever needed. So thanks to all these organizations which helped to shape IIPE to the present day condition of having the convocation to take place successfully. Now in this institute, though it has started with 94 students, it has now swollen to 516 in the strength totally, all the students admitted so far up to this year. And we have also started PhD programs, and now we have 15 PhDs students working on the campus. And as you know very well, the COVID-19 had disturbed the entire situation of the world and the education system in particular, and IIP is not an exemption from that. With reference to yesterday, when I had seen all my students here, after 2 years, really there was a real thrill of feeling and emotional feelings to see all of them after 2 years. But in spite of all these things, the quality of the education, the care had been taken not to be compromised. We have switched over, though it is a new institute, IIP has switched over very quickly to online classes, and including the practicals, we try to do the best possible in the present scenario. Now, we have also given an offer to those who are graduated also, if they wish to have their practicals once after the pandemic situation come to control, on their own wish, if they wish to have that, we are welcoming them to the campus. And the same facility is given to all the batches of the students. So academic and sponsored research is also going on, though it is a new institute. So we have our faculty to their credit have 75 research papers at national and international conferences and reputed journals, 350 publications they have in various fields of biological, electrical, civil, mechanical, geological programs, and apart from chemical, petroleum and energy fields. We have also the 12 sponsored research projects to a tune of 3.25 crores, which include various projects that had been listed in my report that had been circulated to all the people. International and international achievements are also done. Though it is a new institute, our students are encouraged to participate in all the events, and they proved their might by winning various prizes, and number of prizes including the virtual seminar connected to future opportunities, oil, gas industries, and National Science Week celebration at Bhopal, and various platforms of IIT, and also the various achievements by including the single rank of the GATE, like 4th rank and 11th rank. All these are number of the achievements of these institute in a very short time. Panel discussion on green refining and reopen are the two well-noted conferences that had been organized by this institute at an international level, apart from the regular conferences that are being organized routinely in a monthly basis or fortnightly basis. We have a student chapter of Petroleum in the Society of Petroleum Engineers and Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers, which had been organized to motivate the students to take up to various conferences, workshops, and also to invite various experts of the industry field to enter and help the students to pick up the expertise. And these two chapters are actively working thanks to the faculty and students coordination and bringing the various industry people and industries cooperating with us. We have also conducted various other events apart from the academic events like logo competition, webinar outreach programs, and we have involved Professor Ian Griffith, Vikas Mahato, Professor Gopinath Rao, Sanjay Dave, Jitendra Sangwai, CM Jain, Shailendra Gokhale, like that number of eminent people through these webinars in the outreach programs. We have also, IIPE has also signed MOUs with various organizations, in IIT Kharagpur right from the beginning for the mentoring, and Andhra University for providing the campus and other facilities. And we have also Texas A&M University and the University of Houston, with which we can have the faculty exchange programs and student exchange programs. But unfortunately, after we have signed, within no time, the pandemic situation has arrived, and it has almost rid of the real facilities that would have been enjoyed by the students. Now, with expectation that the pandemic situation will be controlled within 1 or 2 months' time, I am definitely looking forward that the next batches of the students will have the opportunity of utilizing all these facilities. Then we have the co-curricular and extracurricular activities, Australis, Sanskriti Ethnic Day, Friendship Race, and apart from these, we encourage always the sports and games, because we believe that the physical education is an integral part of the total education system. So games and sports are encouraged continuously as an annual basis, except this pandemic situation of 1 or 2 years. Every year we organize the program. The placements at IIPE, also I will report, we are really unfortunate to have the first batch to have very less, almost negligible extent of the placements in the campus. Though we have started and initiated, the PSUs have started to come, and the 3 companies have completed the placements, and 3 more companies, OAL, GAIL, and Reliance Industries, they had given dates in March last week and April first week, but unfortunately due to lockdown, they had withdrawn and they couldn't come. Unfortunately, it is a very bad feelings of the first batch, particularly for the only 2016-20 batch. Realizing that, we have taken all the care to improve in the 17-21 batch, and we could get the placements to 42 people placed with 48 placement offers. And then the present 2022 batch is much more lucky, and we are really moving forward with a much more progress. It is almost as good as geometric progress, and this year we have already 50 placements in the campus, and we are expecting 100% placements for this 2022 batch. We are confident of it. So we have also some initiative internships for PPO started by CDC, where the students will earn during the student days itself 35,000 rupees per annum in Saint Gobain and 25,000 rupees per month, 35,000 rupees per month in Saint Gobain and 25,000 rupees per month in SG Analytics, and similar other programs are going on. So we are expecting a few more companies also to follow the suit. So the institute is thankful to all the people concerned, including the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India, for its continued and sustained encouragement and support. The Honorable Ministers, officers and staff at MOPNG have always been actively associated with IIPE activities. The liberal funding from the Government of India enables us to set up the initial infrastructure to lay the foundation on which the institute will continue to grow. So I take this opportunity again to thank all the stakeholders and also all the people who are helping us from outside, including MOPNG, HPCL, IIT Kharagpur, Andhra University, and the ONGC, GAIL, OAL, OACL, the public sector units, and all other organizations. We wish to thank our esteemed Honorable Vice President, Sri M. Venkaiah Naidu Garu, Honorable Minister of MOPNG, Sri Hardeep Singh Puri, and former Honorable Secretary Tarun Kapoorji again, and also to specially mention the services of Honorable former Minister of MOPNG, Sri Dharmendra Pradhanji, who had always extended his active support to our organization. Before I conclude, I would like to congratulate the prize winners and wish all our students of the first and the second batch professional success, happiness and fulfillment from a life of service to their profession, family, country, and social at a large, society at a large. You have been role model students, and set a benchmark for future students with the way you have conducted yourselves, exhibiting lot of maturity, understanding the difficulties of a new institute in providing the necessary infrastructure and the current unprecedented pandemic situation. I really congratulate you for your matured behavior and attitude. I see a great future for you and for this institute and assure you that you will be proud of your alma mater when you come back for your reunions. Jai Hind. Thank you all.
I request all the graduates to stand to take the pledge.
I, a graduate of the Indian Institute of Petroleum and Energy, Visakhapatnam, pledge today to honor this oath, that I shall continue to work to acquire, disseminate, and generate new knowledge, that in thought, word, and deed, I shall endeavor to contribute to human welfare by conscientiously adhering to the ethical values of my profession, that I shall work for an inclusive society and sustainable development. Thank you.
Now I request the Honorable Vice President, Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu Garu, to present gold medals to the awardees. I also request the Director, Professor V.S.R.K. Prasad, to accompany the Honorable Vice President to hand over the gold medals. The Dean of Academic Affairs is requested to call the names of the gold medalists in both petroleum and chemical engineering.
Sir, I present the names of the students who on fulfillment of the prescribed conditions have been found eligible for the award of gold medals and whose names have been printed on the convocation brochure published on the eve of the first convocation. So, Institute Gold Medal for the highest CGPA in Petroleum Engineering for 2016-20 batch, Mr. Kandala Biswakant. Institute Gold Medal for highest CGPA in Chemical Engineering for the 2016-20 batch, Mr. B. Sai Harsha. President's Gold Medal for the best overall performance among the 2016 batch, 16-20 batch students, Mr. Vaibhav Sharma. Institute's Gold Medal for highest CGPA in Petroleum Engineering for the 2017-21 batch, Mr. D. Sri Karthik. Institute Gold Medal for the highest CGPA in Chemical Engineering for the 2017-21 batch, Mr. Abhinav Tiwari. President's Gold Medal for the best overall performance among the 2017-21 batch students, Ms. Konala Resmareddy.
Now I request the Honorable Vice President Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu Garu to deliver his convocation address.
केंद्र सरकार में मंत्री श्री रामेश्वर तेली जी और प्रदेश सरकार में मंत्री श्री सीदिरी अपर राजू और बोर्ड ऑफ गवर्नर्स का अध्यक्ष प्रोफेसर पी.के. बानिक और निर्देशक प्रोफेसर वी.एस.आर. के प्रसाद, बोर्ड ऑफ गवर्नर का अन्य सदस्य प्रोफेसर राजेंद्र प्रसाद, प्रोफेसर शिवराम कृष्ण राव और सेनेट का सभी सदस्य, एचपी डायरेक्टर श्री रत्नराज और आज इस समारोह में आए हुए अन्य महानुभाव और विशेष अतिथि और भाइयों और बहनों और प्यारे बच्चों, आई फील रियली हैप्पी to be here in this first and second convocation of this prestigious institute. I was particularly happy. This was one of our visions. The bifurcation of the state, the central government thought that we should locate good number of institutions for this region in order to develop this region to be in a better position and also provide opportunities to the children of this region. So I remember the day when I was here along with the minister for the foundation laying ceremony, and then in between, of course, also I have attended one of your programs. But today is special because after this pandemic has started, we are able to have our convocation. So I feel it's my honor to be here. At the outset, I would like to congratulate all the graduating students for acquiring a degree of high contemporary relevance from this institution. My best wishes to all of you as you mark an important milestone in your journey of learning. I would like to convey my appreciation to the teachers who nurtured the students to be proficient in their disciplines and imparted the necessary skills to make them competent professionals. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors in your life. My dear sisters and brothers and dear youngsters, we are meeting at a different time, difficult time, different time, when the world is undergoing another wave of the pandemic. The governments at the center and in various states, including this state, are all taking the needed measures to prevent the spread of the virus, including the implementation of the world's largest vaccination drive. It is imperative that we complement these efforts as responsible citizens and do our bit in protecting ourselves and our community. It is a duty for each and every one of us to follow the guidelines issued from the center and state governments, follow them scrupulously, and also wear masks, maintain that safe distance, regularly wash our hands at different intervals, and maintain a disciplined life. As you are all youngsters, my advice to the youngsters across the country is that every youngster must take up some physical activity to make you fit, physically fit and mentally alert. So exercise of any choice, yoga, walking, jogging, running, or doing any other activity, choice. Secondly, we must also follow good food habits which have been prescribed and given to us by our forefathers. Because of this weakness of following the West, some of our youngsters have developed different food habits. Those habits might have been useful to those countries, but for us Indians, we need to follow our life habits and lead an active life. If you do not follow these, then you will become lazy and crazy, and you will not be able to move forward in our life. Keeping this in mind, we must go for traditional food, proteinous food, which has been fortunately given to us by our forefathers, thousands of varieties. There are any number of varieties. Choice is yours. I am not prescribing this food or that food, vegetarian or non-vegetarian. These are all your choice, but follow Indian food. This is my advice everywhere. Wherever I am going, I am stressing on this advice because this is very much needed. We have this experience. People who work hard, they are less affected. People who live with the nature, they are less affected. Hard-working labor, agriculture people, farmers, they are less affected. Understand? Because they are living with the nature. That's why I say everywhere, love and live. This is not for somebody else, this is for ourselves. Mana kosam, mana bhavishyattu kosam. Manandharam kuda tappanisariga prakrutini preminchala. We have bright sun in India, 365 days. Let us enjoy the sun rays, expose ourselves. And also the greenery, we must encourage, because climate change is real. And we are seeing the consequences of neglect of climate, neglect of nature in various countries, including the so-called advanced countries. So my dear youngsters, keep this in mind, that we must protect, we must love and live with the nature. I call upon civil society groups, students, medical professionals, and the government to reach out to many people as possible, and encourage people to get vaccinated. It is now well established that vaccination drastically reduces the need for hospitalization, including admission to ICUs. Indeed, vaccination can save lives, and those harboring doubts must shed their hesitancy and get vaccinated at the earliest. We have made good progress. The initiative taken by the Honorable Prime Minister, various state governments, and also the services rendered by medical professionals, and the great initiative by our Indian scientists who have invented our own vaccine. We should feel proud of them, we should salute them. But at the same time, we are yet to reach the target. 100% vaccination. That should be the target. Each and every individual, whoever is fit, as per the government's prescriptions, they should get vaccinated. It's truly a matter of delight for me to attend the first convocation of this institute. When foundation stone was laid for this, and I was Urban Development Minister, along with the Petroleum, the then Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister, Dharmendra Pradhan, I visualized a situation that our youngsters, who are all going to be graduated from this institute, that they will have bright future, they will have gainful employment, meaningful employment, and they will reach higher levels in their life and enjoy their life meaningfully, purposefully, and also live happily. I have been informed, and just now your director also was telling us that I have been in touch with the director about the progress. The campus could not be shifted to the new premises due to some legal issues. We are glad to know that concerted effort by all concerned, now things are looking bright and the institute is likely to be shifted to the new campus and some schedule has been given. My dear youngsters, petroleum and its byproducts have played a critical role in propelling the progress of the world in modern times. From the discovery of the first oil reserves in Digboy in Assam in 1889, the industry has seen a phenomenal rise in India, greatly aiding to the country's progress post-independence. India today is the third largest consumer of crude oil in the world, while petroleum comprises an important component of the world's and also India's energy mix. We are still import dependent for more than 80% of our oil needs. 80%. It is indeed important to focus on increasing indigenous crude oil production and reducing export to not only save precious foreign exchange but also ensure energy security. This is very important. With increasing population, urbanization and industrialization, the use of petroleum product is only expected to increase further. For India, the primary energy demand is expected to grow at the average rate of more than 3% till 2045, as compared to less than 1% growth for the rest of the world. This highlights the importance of local exploration of petroleum and shifting to alternative sources. To this end, the government's policy reforms, such as hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy, aim at increasing domestic production, liberalizing exploration of new sedimentary basins, including ultras deep water blacks. In this quest for Atmanirbhar Bharat, once upon a time we were Vishwaguru. Now again we are marching forward. Unfortunately, colonial rule has affected it adversely. Now we are on the move. Thanks to the recent reforms taken by the government and the stress given to these reforms in various sectors, and then the call for Atmanirbhar Bharat. We are a strong nation, we are a stable nation. For that, we must become Atmanirbhar, self-reliant. Institutions like your IPE to have a central role to play. As a dedicated university for petroleum research, IIPE should take the lead in two aspects. One, in bridging the supply gap of skilled manpower for the petroleum sector, and two, to aim for excellence in research of petroleum and its byproducts. It was thus duly recognized as an institution of national importance in 2017. and IIPE should live up to that expectation in the years ahead. It is the duty of the academic knowledge givers, but a duty of the youngsters who are all studying here to move in that direction. There is a need to invest in research institutes in a big way and create the ecosystem for innovation to thrive and help the country to become energy secure in the coming years. We must aim for securing energy security. My dear sisters and brothers and youngsters, as we strive for excellence in the hydrocarbons research, it is important to promote industry-institute linkages to boost R&D outcomes. Sponsored research, collaboration, and consulting with industries are integral to today's research and development landscape, and institutes in this area should explore opportunities with all prominent private players. Privatization is a reality, and privatization is the way forward. And there should be public-private partnership. Private means our own people. So we should take their help. Unfortunately, now people are ready to invest in India. Our investments are increasing day by day because the confidence about the system, about the reforms, about the functioning of the government is increasing day by day. That is the need of the hour. We should all, who are all working in this field, should aim at excellence, coming with new ideas, innovative ideas. That is the focus you should. The sponsored research collaboration and consulting with industry, what are the needs? That should be the way forward. I'm happy to know that IIPE has collaborated with the majors in the countries such as HPCL, IOCL, and even entered into MOUs with foreign universities to pursue joint research. More such mutually beneficial tie-ups between academia and industry must be explored. In addition, bottlenecks in our patenting regime must be resolved. PhD students must take up this responsibility, and they should be encouraged to undertake research on problems faced by the industry. What are the problems? Such a move towards partnership will also bring in a multidisciplinary approach into academic research, which is the aim of the National Education Policy, new education policy. It is one of the best drafted document. All the institutions must take the spirit from the document. My dear youngsters, fossil fuels, despite having driven the world's economic engines for a long time, have a big downslide. Combustion of this fuel emits pollutants whose deleterious effects on the planet have been well documented. The potential of small and renewable energy needs to be fully tapped as part of the efforts to reduce the use of fossil fuels. I am happy to note that solar, wind, small hydro and tidal energies, wind and tidal energies are being well explored, and they should be explored further. And their costs also have been coming down over the years. Thus, as the world is looking for a clean and sustainable energies, institutes specializing in energy should also seek to diversify their portfolio by adopting a multidisciplinary approach to energy and bring alternative solutions. Even a tiny improvement in the efficiency of harnessing green sources will deliver great benefits of scale to our economy and ecology. India in particular is blessed to have ample sunlight throughout the year. good wind power potential in the southern and western regions and inaccessible tidal energy in the seas. A great start has been made with the formation of the International Solar Alliance, an initiative led by Indian Prime Minister Sri Narendra Bhai Modi. While many institutions have been taking up renewable energy seriously, we must also invest in training the workforce with the latest technologies in the renewable sector. This will open up great employment opportunities while also driving the green energy sector. Universities must also take up research work and projects which have a component of renewable energy research, while the institute like yours is presently offering petroleum engineering and chemical engineering at UG levels and PhD. I am happy to note that the institute is planning to promote research in alternative energy sources. My dear youngsters, I am confident that IIPE, a young institution as it is, will show the way forward by becoming an exemplar in the domain of energy research. Despite being a new institution, IIPE has shown good promises already due to the untiring efforts of the administration, faculty, and most importantly, its students. My appreciation to your director, Sri Prasad, and also the Board of Governors and the academia who are working in the field for taking forward this institute in this short tenure. Once again, I am very happy to be present at the first convocation of this promising National Institute on this momentous occasion. I wish again congratulate the graduating students for acquiring their coveted degrees, prizes and medals. We must improve our academic standards in all institutions. And every institution must strive for excellence. And the students not only be disciplined but also work hard. Working hard, work hard, aim high, dream high, work hard. You will definitely succeed and we will all be able to take forward this strong nation into a stable, prosperous and a happy nation. What we want is not only prosperity, but we also want happiness. That is possible through new innovations, improving systems, better governance at the government level, at the institutional level, and then untiring efforts by all the concerned. I wish you all the best once again. God bless you for a bright future. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. The institute will honor the chief guest, Honorable Vice President of India, Shri M. Venkaiah Naidu Garu, with presentation of memento. Now all the august audience are requested to stand up for national anthem.